I discovered a different set of people, not those serious looking, suit wearing people. Now I met jovial people, I met a more relaxed environment. So I said to myself, okay, I think I would like to explore. So I joined the club and I paid my membership, my dues. Then the journey started. Now I became the director of publicity for the club. I'm passionate about what I do as a media person, so I kept telling the Rotary story with my newspaper. We now went on community service. We had vocational training. We even went to the correctional center, the prisons, to give some. I think we did eye test or something. So it became interesting because it wasn't just meeting in an enclosed place. It was more like reaching out to the people in your community and trying to impact the society through projects and other things. So I became involved. Meeting was exciting. Then my club, the chapter president, is also a jolly good fellow, so he would introduce jobs, all those kind of things. So apart from speaking English, you were sure that at the end of the fellowship you have a good time. So we started having a good time. Now we progressed, and like every other club, we had our peak periods, and we also struggled. But through it all, the club kept evolving. I held several positions in the club. Then in 2016-2017, I was called to serve as club president. Now that period too coincided again with when I was having my daughter. When Rotary Anthony, who is my predecessor, was president, I was heavy, I was pregnant. Now I had an emergency surgery, cesarean section. So it was enough for me to stay back in the house. But because I became excited, I became engrossed in Rotary activity, I was always involved in one project or the other. During Tony's time, we dewormed school children at Moscow Road.
Township school?
No, not the township school, the one by opposite the city center.
Okay.
We dewormed them. No.
Or why don't we see it?
Before NEPA.
Okay.
Before NEPA, we went there with dewormed children, we went to we distributed textbooks and all that thing. So every year, we didn't have a stereotype project we did. So every year came with its own exciting project. So it was like, if you don't attend fellowship, you're missing out a lot, So I kept, despite having the surgery, I would come out, also understudy because in Rotary you need to know what to do. It's just for 1 year. You don't even have the time to understand that you're president. So you need to start getting into that mindset of taking charge even before you become president. So it's the most exciting part of being a Rotarian, because you know that you will be president even before you become president. So it's up to you to say, during my year, I want to succeed or I want to fail. There's no pass mark, there's no failure, but the failure will come if you don't have service projects that will impact society. That's when you failed. But they expect you to do certain things in 6 areas of focus. While I was president, it was 6 areas of focus we had. So at least you're expected to touch all the areas of focus. And if you're able to do minimum 2 projects, then you see that you're busy year round. And if you don't understand what it is to do these projects, then you just end up either wasting your time or wasting resources. So I had to come out, I had to understudy Tony, and it helped me when I became president. Now I understood what projects to do and what not to do. I understood how to report my projects for Club Central. I'll go online, I would look at the tools, I will try to use them to report every project I embarked on. Now the part I did not also understand was payment of dues, how to get presidential citation. I didn't realize that I had to pay dues, club dues, before the end of July to qualify to be cited when I was president. That was one of the criteria. So I actually did a lot of projects. Then my first semi-annual, the club didn't pay on time. Instead, we spent money doing installation. So if I understood that, we would have deferred installation, done the payment of dues to qualify to earn the presidential citation. Maybe the club would have had presidential citation during my year. But overall, because I'm a media person, everything we did was out in the open. People heard about the club. And somehow, I also had a very supportive assistant governor, Tony Eten. At this point, please, I want us to stand for 1 minute to pay respect to him, please. May his soul find rest at the bosom of the Lord Almighty.
Amen.
Tony Eten was a pillar of support for me. I would not have been able to succeed if Tony Eten was not there. And when my president called me today to speak on my Rotary story, it was very, very difficult for me because I knew I was going to speak about him. And to also think that he just passed a few weeks ago makes it even more difficult for me. Now, I faced some challenges, internal challenges. Most of them were misunderstandings and all that, but he stood firm, he gave us advice, he tried to put us on the right path. And at some point, he now said, this club won't die. You people are evergreen. So the name Evergreen was given to us by Tony Eten. Because when the pressure became so much and everybody thought the club would die, not because we were not doing projects, but because of some internal issues, he just told us, he said, you people are just evergreen. And true to his word, my year became one of the Rotary years, or the Rotary year that the district will recall. We were visible online at the Club Central, we were visible at the district, we did a lot of things. And also, my assistant governor was also very supportive. All the clubs, we were called All-Star. So we were like the stars in the sky. So each club stood beside their classmate, each club president. So when the big clubs saw that the little clubs were struggling, they always got to give us support. So we were just, I think, 2 women also during my year that were presidents. So we were just to myself and a king Gloria. So we were surrounded by heavy men. But they also did not disappoint us, they were there for us. Now, Rotary also gave me the opportunity to meet new friends. I made new friends and I reconnected with friends that I had lost contact with. And in Rotary, you don't come to Rotary with the mindset that you want to come and exploit relationship, no. But somehow, if you work as a president, you get connected to people that will want to relate with you outside Rotary. And as a former president, my president knows, and some of the presidents here will attest to it, you don't have any time to slack on the job. So it gave me the opportunity to put my perspectives right. Because as a business person, there are times you say, maybe I'll do this thing later. But because we had 1 year to squeeze everything and achieve our goal, it now made it possible for me now to multitask and also to compress several activities into one and achieve my goal. And for me, I think Rotary is the best club ever for anybody to belong to, because they groom you for leadership. They make you understand that you can't just be normal. You have to be above average. I'm here today talking about my Rotary. It's public speaking. So even if I have phobia and I don't want to talk, because I've been called upon to speak, I will need to put myself together to say something. So as a Rotarian, it has helped me more in public speaking. It has also helped me to keep to time. I was here before 6. And in Rotary, they tell you, you don't waste time. Even if it's one person, you just have to start. So when my president hit the bell, I just said, this is Rotary for you. Because you don't wait for the house to be full. Then you start and you wait for people. You start and allow people to join you. So far, that's my Rotary story. I've been able to reconnect with my senior colleague, Toby. Even if we don't meet all the time, because we met here, he's a Rotarian, and in my heart I said, hey, he's one of us now. He'll be here at fellowship. So when he walked in, he said quite a long time, and I said yes. So you meet people who are either in your line of business or outside your line of business, and you learn. So that's my way.